I am Will Scott. Welcome to Dolphins Today. We're filming this at halftime. The Dolphins are trailing the Bengals 14-12 on Thursday Night Football. But the story right now is about Tua Tagovailoa. He has suffered what appears to be a significant injury, and he came into this game questionable. We did not know if he was going to play until earlier today. He was questionable with ankle and back injuries. Of course, he hit his head hard in the first half of the Bills game. Apparently, he passed a concussion check, and it was not a concussion, but a back injury. And the injury, the video, the photos that we've seen is brutal. His hand does not look good. He was not moving. That was the scariest part about it. When it first happened, I thought it was a hand injury. Then we saw the replay. We saw his back hit the ground hard. Because if it was just a hand injury, he would have been moving. He would not have had to be, fully carted off the field here. But he was put on a stretcher and carted off the field. He has been taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, which is a level 1 trauma center. So this is very, very serious what we're talking about here for Tua Tagovailoa. David Chow, Pro Football Doc, as people call him. He was the team doctor for the Chargers for a long time. He will look at video and kind of give, we wouldn't say a diagnosis, but he'll just speculate on what it could be. Here is what he said. Don't see how Tua can return with a form of posturing in his arms, hand, and fingers. Can't be anything else but presumed head trauma. That can explain that away. So David Chow, Pro Football Doc, and most of the time he's very accurate. Again, we're not trying to speculate here. But David Chow believes that it's a head trauma injury. Tua is not moving, and he has been taken to a level 1 trauma center in Cincinnati. We have some tweets from the Dolphins we're going to get to here in a second, providing more details on Tua's status. He's out for the game. We know that. We just hope that it's not anything serious. That's all we can pray for right now. But type 2 in the chat. This guy was having just a spectacular start this season, and he was under so much criticism in the offseason. This was a really big year for him. Most people would say a make-or-break year for Tua, and he led the Dolphins to a 3-0 start. He was having an MVP caliber season, and now he appears to have suffered a very serious injury. I'm be honest, I don't really care about this game right now. All I care about is if Tua is okay. You're not only talking about a great quarterback, but just a great person. And I'm really concerned about Tua. Type 2 in the chat. Type 2 in the chat. Prayer emoji in the chat. Show some love for Tua Tagovailoa as he's currently at University of Cincinnati Medical Center. He was just taking an ambulance there. The Miami Dolphins Twitter account have provided us with some updates. So let's talk about these updates. Injury update. Tua Tagovailoa is out of the game with head and neck injuries. Not a surprise he's out of the game. But what's interesting there is we saw the hand. The hand looked really screwed up. They did not say hand injury. Head and neck injury. That's very serious, the neck injury. They followed with this, if we could show that second tweet. Tua Tagovailoa has been taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. He is conscious and has movement in all his extremities. So that is fantastic news. We have just received some very good news that Tua Tagovailoa is conscious and has all movement in his extremities. So he is moving. We did not see that on the field. We did not see him move. He was on the field for a long time. They had to bring the stretcher out. He was gently placed on the stretcher. His arms were crossed. I didn't see a thumbs up or anything, and he was taken off the field. So Tua has been taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. We will continue to follow this situation. Be sure to subscribe to Dolphins Today. We'll continue to keep you posted on anything we hear. But we do know, as Amazon just reported on their broadcast, that it is a level 1 trauma center. So this could be a head trauma injury for Tua Tagovailoa. What is your one-word reaction to this? I have a lot of one words. My first thought here, I'm just heartbroken. I'm absolutely heartbroken for Tua Tagovailoa. I'm just heartbroken. As a big Dolphins fan, as a big Tua fan, is a guy, as you all know, that some other Dolphins YouTubers didn't believe. I'm not trying to, but like I was a believer in Tua, and to see him suffer this serious of an injury is absolutely heartbreaking. So again, we'll continue to monitor this situation. Teddy Bridgewater is currently in the game for the Dolphins. He led the Dolphins down the field to score a touchdown. So that was It was good from Teddy Bridgewater, and that's why he signed Teddy Bridgewater to a $6 million guaranteed deal. So, again, we're just reacting to this. I am so shook right now. It's just hard for me to think straight because I'm just so concerned about Tua. But it is halftime. Tua threw for over 100 yards in the first half. Did throw that interception. And the Dolphins currently trailing by 2. But a lot of people on Twitter are criticizing the Dolphins for letting Tua play in this game. He was questionable throughout the week with head and ankle, or I should say not head injury, but a back and ankle injury. And he did play today. He did play, obviously, and a lot of people thought he shouldn't have played. And a lot of people are putting the Dolphins medical staff on blast. I do have to note that when Tua went through the concussion check last week against the Bills before returning in the second half, it was a third-party doctor that had to clear Tua. This is not the medical staff. It's, all right, Tua's fine, go out there. A third-party doctor let Tua back onto the field. I do not think this is on the Dolphins medical staff. I really don't. And, Tua was confident he was going to play the whole week. He said it was the plan to play. We heard last night, early this morning, that Tua was going to play. So, again, just heartbreaking. But a lot of people are going to blame the Dolphins for this. I don't know if I'd go that far. I want more information to come out about this. The Dolphins are being investigated by the NFLPA for the way they handled that concussion check last week. Tua came back, looked healthy against the Bills, and led the Dolphins to a win in that game, throwing for over 180 yards in that win. Again, the Miami Dolphins have provided some good news here that Tua has been taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. He is conscious and has movement in all of his extremities. It was a hard hit. He was slammed down to the ground on a sack and was carted off the field about halfway through the second quarter. And whenever you're carted off the field, man, and are not moving, it is a very, very scary situation. So, again, prayers up for Tua. We're going to continue to keep you posted on everything that we know. So be sure to go down and subscribe to our channel. But Skylar Thompson was active for this game, is active for this game. Is his first time being active for an NFL game in his career. So Skylar was active tonight as the third quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater currently in the game. But if Tua cannot return for the foreseeable future, one would have to think it's the Teddy Bridgewater show, and Skylar Thompson would be the guy, and maybe Teddy on a short leash with how much talent Skylar Thompson has as the rookie 7th-round pick out of Kansas State. So Tua carted off the field second quarter. Be sure to go down and subscribe to our channel. We're going to keep you in the loop with Dolphins news. We have watch parties for every game. We're getting you guys daily Dolphins videos whenever there is a breaking news story like this. We're going to be on top of it and get you guys a video. But I know I brought up the future looking ahead with Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater, and have talked about the game, but all I'm thinking right now is about Tua Tagovailoa and the hope that he is okay. He's been taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, who was taking the ambulance there, but the good news is that he was cautious, so that's very good news. Again, go down and subscribe to the, are we good on time here, Steeps? Okay, good. Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll keep you posted here on everything we're hearing about Tua. But go down to the chat, type those prayer emojis for Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.